In a seismic shift for global trade, President Donald Trump announced today a 30% tariff on all imports from the European Union and Mexico, effective August 1st, 2025, dealing a crushing blow to months of faltering trade negotiations. The bombshell announcement, posted via letters on Trump's Truth Social platform, marks a dramatic escalation in his aggressive tariff campaign, sending shockwaves through global markets and threatening a full-blown trade war. Tariffs target key US allies. The 30% tariffs, far exceeding the anticipated 10% rate speculated by EU negotiators, target two of America's largest trading partners. The move follows a turbulent week of trade salvos, with Trump already imposing duties on Japan, South Korea, Canada, Brazil, and a 50% tariff on copper imports. The EU, bracing for this outcome after failed talks for a comprehensive trade deal, now faces steep duties on iconic exports like Belgian chocolate, Irish butter, and Italian olive oil, which could devastate industries with razor-thin margins. In his letter to the EU, Trump lambasted the bloc for long-term, large and persistent trade deficits caused by its tariff and non-tariff policies. He accused the EU of fostering a far-from-reciprocal relationship, singling out its treatment of US tech firms as a sticking point. To Mexico, Trump acknowledged efforts to curb undocumented migration and fentanyl smuggling, but slammed the country for failing to stop North America from becoming a narco-trafficking playground. Global markets reel, EU scrambles. European markets dipped sharply on Friday as investors awaited Trump's decision, with Germany's auto industry exporting 250,000 high-end vehicles annually from ports like Emden on edge. The tariffs threaten to cripple Europe's largest economy, with German Chancellor Olaf Scholz urging a swift deal to protect industry, while France cautioned against a one-sided agreement favouring US terms. Brussels, viewing Trump's move as a ploy for more concessions, is expected to demand renewed negotiations, though the current three-page draft agreement remains non-binding and lacks legal weight. Mexico, meanwhile, faces economic fallout as its exports, critical to North American supply chains, confront the steep 30% levy. The tariffs could disrupt everything from automotive parts to agricultural goods, further straining US-Mexico relations. Trump's tariff blitz, billions in revenue. The announcement caps a week of dizzying trade actions, with Trump's earlier tariffs on Canada, 35%, Japan, South Korea, and others already generating tens of billions in monthly revenue for the US Treasury. Customs duties soared past $100 billion in the fiscal year ending June 2025, fueling Trump's economic agenda, but raising fears of retaliatory measures and higher consumer prices globally. What's next? The EU and Mexico now face a race against time to negotiate before August 1st, with the US requiring a formal legal text to register any deal. A process that took the UK 7 weeks and still omitted key concessions like zero tariffs on British steel. Diplomats suspect Trump's mixed signals, calling the EU very nice yet decrying its policies, reflect a strategy to extract deeper concessions. Brussels, once dubbed nastier than China by Trump, is preparing for tough talks to avoid economic fallout. As the world grapples with Trump's tariff onslaught, DRM News will continue to track this unfolding crisis, with global markets, industries and consumers hanging in the balance.